What up, YouTube? All right, we're back again with a bike video. So this is a bike day with Ari at Marshall Mountain. Ari's one of my good friends. I've known him his whole life, and this is a great place to go mountain bike. It's an old ski resort, but they don't really get enough snow, so it's not a ski resort. Oh, he sent it, boys. He's coming, boys. This is gonna be sick. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, Marshall Mountain is a really cool place to go biking, like I said. And they were a ski resort. They were built as a ski resort, but they just didn't get enough snow and it closed down. So some people, I don't know if it was the park service or like bike trail maintenance people or something, but they ended up making a super awesome trail at the top. You can't take the gondola there, but you got to hike like 2 or 3 miles up there. And then, oh, I got hurt on my bike somehow. I forget how, but I definitely crashed pretty hard. You can tell. And I made a video about the 50 yesterday and got hurt. I might tell you guys and show the gory video, but I'm not sure. But this isn't only a bike day with Ari. We got all sorts of biking in here, man. So, like, this is Snowbowl, Montana, which is a great ski resort just outside of Missoula, Montana. And they are still open, but during the summer, they rent these little, like, scooter bicycle things, which are pretty cool. Which I brought my bike up there. I brought my 2010, full suspension Specialized pitch comp. It's a fun bike, and then this is the tire from that bike. The most that I've done on that bike, besides take off the front gears, 3 gears, and put one gear because I broke the derailleur and then couldn't find another one, is replace the back wheel. I had a picture of the back wheel in there. I'm always doing wheelies and stuff. So, like, here's me and my buddy. I forget, me and my buddy Steven probably went out there. Yeah, definitely Steven, because that Yeti was coming up, or she's about to come up. That's my Specialized bike there. That's a good one. And the little waterfall, this is actually at Morrell Falls. They call it Morrell Falls maybe for all the Morrell mushrooms that are around, which they like to come up in late summer, after forest fires and stuff. That's a cool thing people do in Montana, is go pick Morrell mushrooms. I've never found one myself, but I've tasted them, and they're very delicious. This is the top of the waterfall. We went up, and just the beautiful water and rocks there. Montana, that was a great day. Yeah, Morrell Falls is just outside of Seeley Lake, Montana. But now we're getting into some Alaska biking photos. This is a nice electric bike. That'd be sweet if I had it. But this is what I bought, a little Schwinn. Found out it was a Walmart bike, and the cranks were coming off me and all this stuff, so I had to pretty much upgrade the whole thing. And now I'm just looking at maybe putting some shocks on it and a new front wheel, and then I've like replaced everything because I just had to do the rear back wheel.
Yeah, boy, we're some pistol packing, Schwinn riding, Tito sipping, Nessie siding mother truckers. Boy, we're going to town on these motherfuckers, all right? We out here, it's like 11 o'clock. We scaring those bears, keeping them away.
Yeah, there was just far too much profanity in the rest of that clip to keep it going. But this is a day at a Clutna Lake right after I got that bike. Like my pedals ended up falling off by like the end of the bike, but it's still funny. They have like a really cool place. Apparently there's a cabin and stuff you can go back to around this lake. This is the fresh water supply for Anchorage, actually. So that's pretty cool, and it's all glacier and rainwater fed.
Oh, this is funny.
It was indeed funny, but not as funny as this next clip coming up. But I was just saying, like, oh man, I've never had a 29-inch tire bike before. I bet I could go through puddles and stuff, and I just totally got stuck in the puddle. But that was a really cool day. Just I went by myself and Nessie, just biking and camping at a Clutna Lake. So it was super gorgeous. That was like just probably around this time or a little bit earlier in October, maybe just go for a little camp. Let's bike in my old house. And little Nessie here coming up. Oh, here I'm just working on my rear bearing, and that's the one I just replaced on my bike, actually, where it like totally broke, and then it was off my bike, and then I got it fixed, and then it got stolen the next day. That was that bike. But I just recommend that Energy Release stuff for any bearings and stuff. But that bearing did not hold up because it like kept coming loose, and it just like totally busted. I was riding with my dad one day, and we tried to tighten it, and there was no more tightening. Eventually something gave.
Aw, man.
Here's a little video of my actual pedal falling off. It must have fell off and I just couldn't find it. Or put it in my pocket or something. It wasn't holding the thread stripped out, the aluminum.
Oh, that's so funny. I just saw these little kids. Like, there's one dude and there's all, like, 5 little kids. And one little kid was on a little 4-wheeler. And, like, there's a dog and they're all walking together. And the guy was like, come on, man, let's go. It was fun.
It was funny, but my cursing was not. Unlike this next clip, you might want to cover your kiddos' ears, but I can't delete this one. It's just hilarious coming up. That was how I brought my bike around in my car, my Ford Taurus, because I didn't want to do it. And this is me upgrading my bike a little bit, bought a little seat, $5, just paint it up. I like stuff be 20/40 looking good. If you got 20/40 vision, like you can see. Oh man, I had to think about this one for a second, but you can see at 20 feet what most people see at 40 feet. See this thing from 20 feet, you're like, that thing is sick, dude. But yeah, here's this video, it's a little warning. We'll play in the background, just talk a little bit, so it'll be kind of hard to hear it. But coming up are my full suspension bikes. My brother gave me this really awesome 2013 stump jumper. That was pretty cool. And I've been ripping that thing, take it out. I don't take it out as much as my other ones because it's, pretty nice. I don't like to scratch it up or whatever. But the one I ride the most is that one on the left there, my little Specialized, and back in my buddy's truck when I brought him up from Alaska. That was awesome. Or from Montana to Alaska.
Oh, man, it definitely snowed like a foot, though.
Can't be biking in that snow. Nezzy outside the cold coconut. I was rolling around here with my buddy. He was wearing cowboy boots on a scooter, silly goose. And yeah, I still like this cold coconut, even though I'm not a part of it. It's like natural, healthy drinks and stuff. This is a cool bicycle thing. I don't even know what it did. Comment if you could tell me what that did. And here, I'm just talking about this bike, and I was saying, like, I do wheelies. I like to do wheelies and stuff. So I was saying how, like, I thought you could only push the front shifter back, but you can, like, push the front shifter, like, both ways to make it shift. So that's, like, a pretty cool little addition to that bike. And that bike has, like, a drop post. Just pretty set up pretty sweet. Good old full suspension all around mountain bike. Here's my other little setup and snowboard, at my old place. Just pretty cool little setup. Me and my dad, we were at Kincaid Park. I kind of edited him out of this next photo because he just looked pissed. He was like, "Make me go up this hill with torn up the right shoes on." Oh gosh, that was funny. But yeah, this is off the. Oh, that's what Jimmy's having. Tan Man. That was off the coastal trail, and here's a little sneak peek to Bolivia motorcycle trip and more biking trip. It might be at University Lake Park. And that's an off-leash, dog-friendly park, so it's always fun. I'll be riding with that little Nestor. Check her out. Man, it's like I rehearsed the curse. It's the worst. No, I'd just be, like cursing in all my videos. I just can't put them. But here I'm just biking, in Alaska. My 29-incher, Nessie following me, and she can't. Oh, this is like a bike trail in between here and the park I like to go on. And yeah, it's a pretty cool place. And here now I'm down in Kenai, just doing a little biking in Kenai. My buddy, he's got the funniest setup. I'm like, oh my goodness, dude. Back to a Kincaid Park day. Check that out. And here's a sneak peek to my motor bike. I'm going to put a bike on a motor. Check that out. Tell me what you think. Here's another bike I bought. I could put the motor on this one. That'd be sweet. But I'm going to put it on probably this other bike. That's the bike that got stolen, and now this is me doing a wheelie when I'm young, and let the good times roll.